From Hargeisa, Somaliland, this is CBATV. My name is Abdillahi Hassan and you are watching the news in brief. For the first time since the Republic of Somaliland seceded from the former Somali Republic, a Somaliland politician has formed a political party in Somalia to contest the election is set for the country next year. Furthermore, the party is led and established by a prominent activist of Somaliland's incumbent party Kulmiye. Usman Abokar Dube, a former lecturer at the universities in Hargeisa, has declared Hello Party in Mogadishu yesterday. In a press conference, Mr. Usman said the party stands for peace, prosperity and unity. Usman Abokar Dube said the difficult situation of the Somali nation has necessitated forming his political party. The main goals of the new party, he said, are to achieve a genuine reconciliation, reunification and reconstruction. The Unitarian doctrine of the party is also alluded in its name Hello, which means longing in Somali. Usman Abokar Dube was activist in Somaliland's incumbent party Kulmiye. He was one of the politicians who drafted the party's platform in the last presidential election. It is not clear if he had severed his ties with Kulmiye party and government. Politicians from Somaliland have held high-ranking positions in Somalia since the two countries parted ways in 1991. However, it is the first time that a politician from Togdel region, where Somaliland's independence were declared in 1991, leads a political party in Somalia. Somaliland's opposition party Watan Islam is the government for poor healthcare service provision in the wake of tragic deaths caused by medical oxygen shortage. Ali Anta is speaking at a press conference at his party headquarters today. He built criticism on the government for substandard healthcare services. He accused the government-run hospital of commercializing the health services it provides to the public. The opposition official told heartbreaking stories of two children dying in Hargeisa hospital due to lack of medical oxygen to assist them to breathe. The latest such incident happened 2 days ago. A 2-year-old girl perished while her parents were trying to fetch oxygen from a private company. Ali Anta said the government's run hospitals demand people to buy all medicine and equipment used for their treatment. He alleged that this practice amounts to commercialization of healthcare. However, the Watani party official said the poor service provision is not limited to shortage of medical oxygen. He alleged that doctors are not available at long stretches of time to treat patients. Further, he criticized the sanitation of the hospital, saying it turned to a dam. Ali Anta finally called on the government to improve the quality of services in the public hospitals to avoid unnecessary and preventable deaths. Somali forces killed at least 8 Al-Shabaab militants and injured 11 others in Warka town, southwest of the capital Mogadishu on Sunday evening. A military commander has confirmed. The commander of the 4th Battalion of the 14th October Brigade, Usman Muhammad Musa, told media that the forces repulsed an attempt by Al-Shabaab on the town, leading to heavy clashes, but his forces managed to push away the militants, inflicting on them casualties. At least 8 Al-Shabaab fighters have been killed and 11 others were injured on Sunday following an attack on Warka town. The commander stated that the military had an intelligence report indicating imminent Al-Shabaab attack, thus were well prepared. The coastal town of Warka in Lower Shabelle region lies about some 90 kilometers southwest of the capital Mogadishu. For months now, Danab forces have managed to kill dozens of militants ahead of a full takeover from foreign troops in Somalia. At least 5 people have been arrested for allegedly carrying out surveillance at Whiskey River Launch along Kiambu Road barely a day after intelligence reports alerted imminent terror attack in Kenya. A statement from the police indicated that the suspects were arrested on early Sunday and several items recovered from them. The police noted that the suspects were doing the surveillance using white Toyota Fits. Among the items recovered was a car one pair of Kenyan Air Force trousers, a jungle t-shirt, a jungle hat, and a jungle pair of trousers. The suspects were identified as Mohammed Hassan Bario, who is a Somali national, Mohammed Aden, a Kenyan driver, Miss Hodan Abdi Ismail, Somali national, Miss Ifrah Mohammed Abshir, who is also a Somali national, and Mohammed Abbas Mahmoud, who is a US citizen. The suspects were placed on custody in Bangani police station. Kenya police have lately intensified a crackdown on terrorists following reports that they were planning to hit strategic establishments in Kenya. Political leaders in Garissa yesterday asked the government to arm communities so they can defend themselves against Al-Shabaab attacks. Led by Kenya's leader of majority in parliament Adan Duale and Governor Ali Korani, as well as the Senator Yusuf Haji, the leaders said during a meeting attended by current and former leaders that they would work towards ending Al-Shabaab attacks that have paralyzed operations in the region. Leaders from Garissa on Sunday convened in a consultative conference for peace, security, and countering violent extremism and came up with a raft of measures to fight terrorism. The measures include arming the local administrators like chiefs and providing them with at least 10 police officers stationed at the chief's camp. The meeting also proposed that special forces be deployed to terror-prone areas as opposed to the current arrangement where police officers without specialized training are deployed and the Kenya Defense Forces be deployed to man the border. The United Kingdom government says it has signed 11 trade agreements with African countries just over a week before it officially leaves the European Union. At least a dozen African leaders are in London for a summit aimed at boosting the UK's private sector investment on the continent. President Abdillahi Hassan of Egypt, President Uhuru Kenyatta of Kenya, and President Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana were among the 15 African leaders at the event. Addressing the opening of the investment summit, the UK Prime Minister said the United Kingdom was the ultimate one-stop shop for trade, education, and technology. Prime Minister Johnson used his speech to present Brexit as a new start for the United Kingdom and for trade with other nations. UK businesses will also play a big role in the UK's policy shift in Africa. They have already signed deals worth more than $7.8 billion, with more expected during the summit. With many of the fastest growing economies and rapidly expanding population, Africa is seen as an attractive market for long-term investors. Africa has rapidly growing population with a quarter of the world's population expected to come from the continent by the middle of the century. Thank you for watching us. That was our news in brief. Stay tuned for our full and more detailed news coverage coming to you with your Deco.